welcome to the 2026 FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifiers here in San Juan, Puerto Rico at the El Cholo Arena. 6 teams compete for a ticket to the World Cup in Berlin, Germany. You're looking at the schedule for today. First up, you're watching Spain and New Zealand. Later on, Senegal taking on the defending champs. And then lastly, Italy will take on the host team of Puerto Rico. We're looking at the standings of Group A real quick. Coming in, this is the world ranking. USA, the defending champs, coming in at number 1. We've got 2 top 10 teams with Spain right here at number 6 in the world. I'm Kelsey Wright-Johnson, joined today and the rest of the 2 weeks here with Danilo Gallinari.
Hello, Kelsey. Everybody's excited for this great show. Can't wait to start.
You're taking a look at New Zealand right now, and New Zealand got their way here by finishing 5th place at the Women's Asia Cup just last year. The top 6 teams of that tournament make their way to the qualifying tournaments, this one here in San Juan. A lot of young faces on this one. We just saw Palace Hokianga headed to the University of Portland next year. A player that you're going to see a whole lot of is Rebecca Pizzi. She's a 6'3" center, and she was the leading rebounder at the Asia Cup with 7.5 rebounds per game just last year. And then, of course, you're taking a look now at Taylor Dalton, the primary playmaker for this squad. You're going to get a lot of views of her throughout this one. And now this team's got 5 players who play right now in the same league in Australia. 4 of them play on Adelaide Lightning, and so I think chemistry is going to be a really big part of how this team plays.
Definitely, especially for a team like that, playing against a very good oil machine, a team like Spain. It's going to be very, very important for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the team of New Zealand.
Now here in San Juan, there's 6 teams. 4 of the teams head on to the World Cup. One of those tickets has already been punched with USA, so there's 3 open spots. And one of those spots, you know, Spain is going to come out wanting one of them. So they made their way here after winning silver at last year's Eurobasket. Top 5 teams there qualified to come here. They've got 6 players on the roster right now that also played together at the Olympics in Paris. They've got 9 players on the roster right now that played together in the last Eurobasket. And they've got a lot of familiar faces. Raquel Carrera, you're going to hear a lot about. She's actually the highest drafted player in Spanish history into the WNBA.
There's a lot of experience with a great mix of talent too, a lot of pressure on them. They're expected to do great things, so we'll see.
One more player while we're at, we're talking about experience, but they have an up-and-coming rising star too in Awa Pham, who is projected to go in the top 1 or 2 of the NBA draft coming up, or WNBA, excuse me.
It could be an MVP candidate for these qualifiers in Puerto Rico.
We're going to hear national anthems from both squads now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand for the official national anthem of Team New Zealand. We ask that you please remain standing for the national anthem of Spain.
Now teams meet at half. Just like every international FIBA event, they exchange quick gifts, something I know you're familiar with from playing all around the world in every event ever, Danilo.
Yes, and I have a friend, one of my best friends, is obsessed with these kind of gifts, and he's a collectionist. So every time I get some, I know I got to put it in a backpack for him.
Well, you're a good friend. The refs for today, from left to right, Aline Garcia from Uruguay. In the middle, crew chief Boris Krejic from Slovenia. And to the right of your screen, Jan Vezo Davidson from Madagascar. And there's 11 referees at this event, and they're all trying to stamp their ticket as well to the World Cup. So, you know, they're trying to put their best foot forward as well.
Yes, and so it's, I guess it's a competition for them too, which makes it great, makes this game great. Everybody's trying to show off in these very important tournaments.
Starting five for New Zealand, you got to look there, and they're led by head coach Natalie Hurst. And I mean, she was appointed the interim head coach just last July, taking the team to Japan and leading them to the FIBA 2026 World Cup pre-qualifiers. Now she's the head coach, so it's her first big international event as the full-time head coach for New Zealand.
It's going to be a very good and cool experience, and of course, every time is your first experience, even if you are not expected to be one of the best teams, you always have a lot of pressure on you.
You got to look at the starting lineup for the Spanish team, and they're led by Miguel Mendez. He coaches right now in Turkey. He's been coaching since 2001. He's a three-time EuroLeague champ. He's been coaching Spain since 2021, and he was the head coach of that 2024 Olympic team that we mentioned earlier.
Not a bad resume for our Spanish friend.
Teams will get together one last time, about 2 minutes left. It's the TISO countdown to tip off for game one here in San Juan. Like we said, 6 teams here competing for a spot to head to the World Cup in Berlin, Germany in September. 4 tickets will be stamped. The USA has already got their ticket. So 3 remaining spots. Spain, one of the favorites in this one. They've got experience and youth, and a coach that has led them to an Olympic Games.
And we have some New Zealand fans right behind us, so there is a little support from the New Zealand team.
It's a long flight.
It's a very long flight. They might have taken 3 flights, a couple of layovers, long days.
Here's the TISO countdown to tip off. 1 minute until the start of action here in San Juan. Danilo, you've been in these situations, playing in World Cups, playing in Olympics. Is there more pressure on an underdog team like New Zealand or a favorited team like Spain?
I think there is more pressure on a team like Spain. And I think for a team like Spain, the first game psychologically is always very important.
You're taking a look at Spain right now. And we mentioned a lot of those women have played together at the Olympics. They played together at the Eurobasket tournament just last year that got them here. And then that one new face, Awa Pham, who's projected to go number 1 or 2 in the WNBA draft this upcoming year. It's going to be really exciting to see how she plays in international basketball.
It's always great to see young talent showing off in these kind of tournaments and to see the process and how big of a career they can have, and it's going to start right now today.
The first game of this Women's Basketball World Cup 2026 qualifying tournament. Here live from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Just to remind you, this is FIBA, so 4 quarters of 10 minutes each. The goaltending's a little different, but I don't know how much of that we'll see here at FIBA.
Yeah, goaltending might not be part of the plan, but as a player, I always propose to the NBA to go from 48 to 40 instead of missing games.
Fair enough. You are watching Game 1, Day 1 here in Group A action of the 2026 Women's World Cup qualifying tournament here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Spain in the white jerseys taking on New Zealand in the black jerseys. Shearer tries to get open, finds the open Dalton in the corner. Nothing but air there, but didn't touch the rim, so I thought it was going to be a reset shot clock, but that's great defense to start off for the Spanish team.
Once you get your defense like that from the first action and you can do it every single time down the court, you're going to have a very good chance to win this game.
Ortiz will bring the ball up for Spain. Over to Carrera. Looking to get some action open, but New Zealand's got the height advantage right now on the defensive end.
Turnovers is usually what happened at the beginning of these games. For the first games, first quarter is going to be a lot of turnovers.
Just getting used to it, getting their feet under them.
Yeah.
Dalton back to the corner. Pizzi clears the lane, but Graham can't get it to fall. Here's Spain now in the fast break going the other way. Ortiz doesn't have the numbers, kicks it out for the three. Awafam battles down low. New Zealand gets the best.
That was a very good box out. When you have you're boxing out a player that is bigger and stronger than you, the box out technique is very important.
Pizzi up top for New Zealand, one of the most experienced players. Gets it to Robati for the first bucket of the game. Robati, the big three to put New Zealand ahead.
New Zealand is going to have to shoot very well from three to get themselves a chance to win this game.
Ortiz looking to answer that one just off the mark, and you can see Pham gets her hand on just about anything. They're going to need to box her out fully. New Zealand very much playing the half-court offense here. Looks to get it in. Pham is all over the ball on the offensive end and defensive end. She's been impressive to watch so far, and it's going to be an over and back call there again. Spanish defense just suffocating New Zealand.
Yes, and that's what they have to do in order for them to win this quarter, establish their pace, their game, and win this game.
Ortiz back up top. Rejects the screen. Pham from up top. She had to put it up at the end of the shot clock. Definitely not her shot that she would prefer, but not a bad person to put the ball in the hands of at the end of the shot clock.
It did look good. It did look good. Didn't go in, but it looked good.
First foul call of the game, and that one goes against Spain.
Personal foul number 4, Ariona Ortiz.
No shots, though. I think that one's going to take it out on the baseline. 14 seconds on the shot clock. New Zealand ball. Get it right inside to Pizzi. You're going to see a lot of Pizzi in this game. As soon as she gets going, she can have the hot hand for New Zealand. Spain, though, making a run for it. Pham down low, left-hand side, puts it up, blocked by Pizzi. She's going to go for it again. That one, no good, and Pizzi grabs the rebound.
You can see a little tension in these first few shots for Pham, but I'm sure once she gets the ice and rust off, she's going to dominate this game.
Tegan Graham for New Zealand puts up another triple. Rico on the other end now. Carzola at the three. A lot of threes early on this one, and there's going to be a foul called down low. And like I mentioned, Pham just all over the rebounding. You mentioned the boxing out technique. It's going to take a lot. It might even take more than one player because she is all over. Whether she gets it or tips it or there's a foul called here, she's making her presence known down low.
For sure, she is very active on the defensive end and offensive end, especially on the offensive rebound. New Zealand will have to all box out and all put their hands on the rebound.
Tipped out of bounds off the baseline, so it's going to come out on the sideline. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Spain ball. Spain only one bucket so far in this one. Pui puts it up off the back rim. And New Zealand, the smallest player on the court, actually gets that rebound. Here's Shearer up top. Graham hands it off. Shot clock winding down, 7, and it's stolen. There's going to be another foul call there. This one is going to go against Robati.
Second, official ball number 11, Jordan Ruben.
Coaches love when your guard takes the rebound because it opens up the floor and you start running at a faster pace. Of course, the bigs are the one getting most of the rebounds, but when the small guard gets the rebound, it's usually a very good thing for the offense.
I will say, as a former guard, we did love when bigs like you boxed out well and made the rebounding easier.
See? You are the expert.
Spain on the offensive, looking to put some points on the board. Ortiz looking inside there, but there's going to be a tripping call on Graham in the key. That one, not a shooting foul, so it's going to be taken out on the baseline. And a reset, 14 seconds on the shot clock.
There might have been some acting skills on that box out, but we like to see that too.
Whatever, get the job done, right?
Yes.
Pui up top looking inside for Pham. Pham back to the basket, drop step on the right side. Wanted the foul call there, but no contact as we head back the other way.
I'm sure that as the game goes on, she's not going to look for that foul, and she's going to look just to score the basket and play her offense, and she's going to be just fine.
New Zealand's Hokianga traveled down low, the smallest player on the court right now, and one of the youngest players too. She is headed into university next year, headed to the University of Portland. After playing in a New Zealand school for 3 years and leading the nation with 33 points per game.
Wow, that's a pretty good number.
Pui up top for Spain. Finds a wide open Ortiz. Ortiz can't connect. And the one and done, New Zealand headed back the other way. Here's Pizzi. Tries to hand off. Spain's defense all up in her grill. Here's Hokianga looking to start something. Pizzi up top. Tried to do the high and low, but a little too strong. It's out of bounds.
When you do a high-low, it's a great idea, but you have to have the right timing. If you don't get the right timing on a flash on the free throw line, it's either a 3-second call or a turnover.
Pham gets the ball, hands it right back off. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Swing, 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 and the open three. Spain hits their first three of the game thanks to Helena Puello.
Very good ball movement, leads to a great open shot.
New Zealand looks inside, stolen by Boyo. Spain on the run again. Carrera right down the middle of the lane, and just like that, Spain takes the lead. Another steal. Puello, one-on-one, down low. The foul is going to be called. She's going to go to the line for 2 shots. That foul will go against Amelia Shearer.
That's what coaches like. No easy shots in the paint.
Now, Spain very much, especially that fast break, it's been their defense creating offensive opportunities because they love this fast break, quick pace basketball. What have you liked about their defense so far?
The defense has been on point. You can hear them talking for 24 seconds on the switches, being on the same page, executing the game plan has just been a perfect defense.
Helena Puello at the line right now. She played at the University of Arizona. She was all Pac-12 team, defensive team. So I think that says a lot about her identity here with the Spanish squad.
She's a very good on-ball defender, but we saw that she was able to steal a couple of passes, so off-ball defense has been on point too.
New Zealand had a hot start from the three-point line early in this one, looking to regain. Dalton up top to Pizzi. Pizzi over to Graham. Tegan Graham stops and pops. Gets that one to fall with a little shooter's roll.
A lot of ball movement. It makes it tough for the defense to get settled. Nice shot.
Spain now. Looking inside once again. They love getting inside of their bigs, and you can see exactly why. Gustafsson makes that one look easy with the drop step on the right-hand side.
That was a very well-executed play to get the big in the post for a great move.
Spain looking to slow things down now. Cazorla drives, splits the defenders, and there's no help there. She makes that one look easy with a little finger roll as they take back the lead.
A very well executed pick and roll after the switch. The smalls attacks the big.
Hokianga, the point guard playing today, one of her first international events. Dalton drives middle. There's going to be a foul called on number 5, Maite Cazorla. Her first foul of the game. Couple substitutions in for both teams. Get some fresh legs out there as New Zealand will take to the foul line. This is the captain, Tyla Dalton, 5'9" guard. She played 1 year at Gonzaga. Just a few years ago, she was a senior there. 5.2 points per game. She shot 40% from the field. And she's played 18 games with the senior team, one of the most experienced players that New Zealand has.
Gonzaga, if I'm not mistaken, is also called the Zags in the great city of Spokane. Very cold city from what I know.
Gustafsson, again, back to her basket almost, throws that one up, no good. New Zealand gonna slow things down again. Dalton to Hokianga. Over to Tegan Graham. Graham loses the ball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Dalton down the middle, just off the front rim, and Spain's outrunning. Push ahead, back to Cazorla. The wide open 3 is good for number 44.
Lovely basketball. This transition basketball, that's an easy shot. If you can get numbers and run and score in the first 8-9 seconds of the action, that's just great basketball.
New Zealand, they've got 3 seconds to put it up. Whitaker blocked by Gustafsson, and they're gonna get the steal.
We see Spain running again after the block, going to the post, which is what they want to do when they play half-court game. Open 3 from the corner, great shot, and the ball is going in.
Cazorla has been incredible so far in this game. 5 points for her of the team's 18. Dalton tries to get inside, another steal for Gustafsson. Really taking advantage of this matchup she's got.
You gotta take care of the ball. Coaches hate turnovers because you don't give yourself the chance to even shoot the ball. So it's very important to at least get the shot out.
New Zealand, timeout.
Timeout called by New Zealand with just about 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And during these broadcasts, it's amazing because we actually have the chance to go inside and see what the coach is saying to their team. So let's take a listen.
Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros.
I know I said that, but they were kind of 4 8 girls over here on the ice. Yeah, but you're all like, hey, no one's making leads. We know they're denying us to go take a step in, box them down, and then make a lead because we're getting pushed up.
Hey, let's go like this. We're in 2 down. Pitch here. If you cannot pitch it, just come off it. All right, let me sit here. Come late, all right? I need you to get out quick, Ash, okay? Shah, you're following here, so Emmy, this is you. Yeah. Yes? Yeah, Tegan's lifting, all right? You've got to get out quickly. Biggs, you've got to get out quickly, so can't hit and stay. We've got to get out quick, all right? I need this in. You need to be ultra aggressive, all right? If they're in drops, you go at her. If they show, get Charlotte over the top, all right? Here we go. Go,
We heard in the New Zealand timeout, the coach was trying to fix a couple of the F-court plays, and of course was talking about taking care of the ball and trying to find the best shot.
Let's see what they can do in this last possession. About a 5-second difference between game clock and shot clock. And just like that, a suffocating defensive play by Spain as they get going. And the fast break is good by Martin. Another 2 points on the board. 10 seconds left to go. We'll see if New Zealand can make something of it.
If you don't take care of the ball against this Spanish team, you're going to be in trouble.
Graham up top from deep, it's blocked. And that's going to end the first quarter here of game 1 in Group A action. And it's Spain leading the way 22-9. They had a pretty slow start to this game, but they really came alive, and I think a lot of that has to do with what their defense allows them to get in the open court on the offensive end.
That's how it usually is, especially for the first game, like we were talking about being tense, and the intensity of the pressure of the very first game. You just got to break the ice, and after they did that, easy first quarter, probably a pretty easy game for Spain.
We saw a look at the percentages there, some of the stats in that first. And right now, from 2-point range, Spain is shooting 46%, where on the other end, New Zealand 17%, just not getting a lot of open looks. Now, that one's a 3, so that was a nice open look. They're shooting 40% from 3 right now, New Zealand is, but it's been a lot of Spain from the 2 and the 3, shooting 50% from 3, 46% from 2 for 47% from the field so far. The Spanish offense is rolling.
They have the whole package. You can see going in the post, scoring from 3, playing the pick and roll, attacking the one-on-one mismatches. Spain got it all.
Yeah, they're really good at working and kind of giving up a good shot for a great shot, right? So you see a lot of really open shots for them, a lot of fast break buckets right now because they're just really using what they have on the defensive end to get going.
That's one of the favorite Greg Popovich concept, good to great.
The great Greg Popovich. You can download the Courtside 1891 app to get live scores, gameplays, highlights of all international basketball, including every single one of the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournaments around the world. Turkey, China, here in San Juan. We thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Kelsey Wright Johnson, joined by Danilo Gallinari. We're here for second quarter action and seeing if New Zealand can respond to Spain's intense and suffocating defense.
I think everybody has trouble responding to their intensity, so it's going to be tough for New Zealand, but there is a long game. Basketball is the best sports in the world because you never know what's going to happen.
It's a game of runs. A couple of runs later, and they're right back in it. 22-9, we start off, and just like that, makes it look easy. Iana Martin scores 2 points down the lane to give them the 24-9 run. Now here's Tegan Graham trying to respond herself. Steps through, blocked by Conda. Conda now on the run, one-on-one, down the lane, puts it up. And that's going to be a charging foul. Aline Garcia, the referee from Uruguay, makes that charging call. You get the replay here. Dalton really just going backwards, hands up. And it's going to be New Zealand rewarded by that defensive play this time.
It was the typical horns action ran by Spain offensively, where they were able to get, after the very first pick and roll, easy layup by their point guard.
The jump ball is called after Buena Vida is able to strip the ball from New Zealand. You got to take care of the ball if you're New Zealand. That's 10 turnovers already for them.
You cannot win if you have too many turnovers, and to have 10 already is not a good sign.
New Zealand up top. Graham over to Whitaker. Coming off the pick and roll, Shearer finds the open lane, goes up, and it's knocked out of bounds. That one did not, of course, touch the rim, so just 4.2 seconds left on the shot clock. They're gonna look for the open bucket here. They're gonna take the ball on the baseline. They found a wide open Shearer. Can she knock it down? That one just a bit long, and with that rebound, they've got Martin in the open court. A couple passes, and Gustafsson makes the shot, plus the foul. Should go to the foul line for the first time tonight.
When you have your big running as fast as your guards, it makes it so easy to score the basket, and especially makes it easy for your guards to make your big man happy and score.
Gustafsson, the player at the free throw line right now, was one of the players on the roster who played at the 2024 Olympic Games. She's played in the WNBA for Dallas, the Mercury, Washington Aces. She currently plays for the Las Vegas Aces right now.
If you have a team in Vegas, it makes a very good sense to call them the Aces, since you are in Vegas.
Timeout called by New Zealand, and I think that's a good call before Spain gets going on another run. 29-9 right now, they lead the way, and we will head into the New Zealand timeout to hear what Coach Nat Hurst has to say to her tall ferns.
Celebrando el Women's Basketball World Cup 2026 qualifying tournaments. El primer partido, Spain versus New Zealand. Team Spain leading 29-9.
Welcome back to the action. Just under 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter. It's Spain taking on New Zealand. They are up big 29-9 after a slow start in the first quarter. Spain has found their footing, pressing New Zealand, and it's their defense that's been the talk of the town, suffocating this New Zealand offense. Here's Shearer now, 8 seconds on the shot clock, comes off the screen, looks for the three. Gustafsson would have had the block there. Cross-court pass. That one is good for Sharon Robati.
They call it nothing but nylon. That was a great shot, not touching the rim.
Spain looking to respond. The aggressors, great ball movement as they find a cutting Maria Conda. Now they're going to look to do that much of an impact on the defensive end again. Here's Graham. Shearer now, back up top. Tofiono looks inside, and Robati finds herself some space, but can't get it done. It's knocked out of bounds. It's gonna go back towards Spain.
Spain does not give you any kind of space. Like you said, they are suffocating from not at just half course. They're pressing individually with the team, 94 feet. Great D.
What a bucket, and it just seems like New Zealand is a few steps behind on the defensive end, just not able to get any kind of help.
We can see some showtime too from Spain with a great reverse layup.
9 seconds on the shot clock. It's knocked out of bounds by Buenavida. There are no easy passes for New Zealand in this one.
Nothing. New Zealand is using their bigs to bring the ball up because the pressure that the Spain guards are applying to the New Zealand point guards is so high that they need their big to bring the ball up.
Shearer taking it out of bounds for New Zealand. What a pass inside. I want to draw that play up later. That was a nice one. It got a wide open Tegan Graham for 2.
They must have tried that a couple of times in practice.
Arujo up top. And there's going to be a foul, an off-ball foul. The 2 bigs battling down low in Tofiano and Gustafsson. Gustafsson's a big body with a lot of WNBA and pro experience. So when she tries to get to her spot, you gotta battle.
And if you are New Zealand, you have to battle every single second for everything, especially 50-50 balls, everything.
Ortiz up top, 9 on the shot clock. Cabrera puts it up just short. The offensive rebound goes to Spain, and Cabrera makes her presence known down low and puts it in for 2.
Spain bigs are so good in getting position, fighting for the position, get to their spot, and the guards, they are rewarding the big every time.
Hokianga, the youngest player on the court right now, showing her toughness and craftiness as she gets to the hoop. Now Spain looks to respond from 3, and what a shot from Maria Conda.
This time we call it nothing but net.
Maria Conda got 9 points for Spain already in this one as she tries to grab the rebound there. Carrera eventually comes down with it. Spain on the move. It's going to be another off-ball foul there. It's on Tofiano once again. And Tofiano is going to head to the bench. Don't want to get in foul trouble. That's her 2nd foul. So we're going to get Pizzi checking back into the game for New Zealand. Spain ball on the baseline. They're leading the way 38-16. Ortiz looking for the cutter. Up top now. Spain drives, and everybody moves when one person drives. There's no standing around. Carrera, one of the most experienced players for Spain right now, makes that one. It looks easy.
That's a great move from your big. That's something that every coach teaches to the big since they were little, but it's not easy to do it in the game.
Yeah, and Carrera's the captain of this squad. 8 points for her already in this one, and Shearer gonna pick up the foul. At this point, it looks like they kind of just want to stop the fast break and get set on defense. Have a little talk at the foul line so they can figure out, get on the same page of what they want to do.
And once you foul like that, for Spain advantage at least, they will have to go to the free throw line with the bonus with maybe 5 or even 6 minutes on the clock for every quarter.
Now this is just something to note. Of course, that foul was fine, but there is no clear path foul in FIBA. It would be kind of like an unsportsmanlike. Not that that one was it, but just a heads up for everyone watching. So there's a couple rule differences between FIBA and if you're watching NBA or college. Poyo puts up the 3. That one just short. And New Zealand gets the rebound. Hokianga has been fun to watch so far in this one. Swing, swing, New Zealand on the move, drive to Pizzi. Pizzi puts it up. No good. A couple tips from both teams, but Carrera comes down with it. Spain on the move. Carrera to Pham. Pham, we haven't seen her since the beginning of the first quarter. Here's Carrera looking back inside. Awa, Pham, spin. No good. The rebound finally gets picked up by New Zealand. Hokianga in the open court is going to get fouled by Ortiz. So New Zealand will get the ball back with 21 on the shot clock.
I'm still a little nervous trying to break the ice for this game. It's going to happen. Don't be too rushed trying to find your first basket or second basket or find your rhythm. It's going to happen. Let the game come to you.
New Zealand looking for the open shot. Pizzi kicks it out. Robati drives and loses it to Team Spain's defense. Now they're on the move once again. But there's so good at finding the cutters in the middle of the key. What a pass and finish for Team Spain.
What a great finish too, with the left, bank shot, tough angle, great shot.
New Zealand needs to respond. Pizzi, the bank is open. New Zealand gets 2 points this quarter, and that's them right there.
The bank is open on a Wednesday in Puerto Rico, ladies and gentlemen.
Pizzi, or Carrera, excuse me, would have been beautiful finish there. You kind of heard the crowd go, ooh, when she lost her defender.
That was a great move. All the Spain bigs have been doing a great job in the post.
Puerto has the ball now for Spain, comes off the FAM screen. Couple hands on it, but FAM regains possession, likes the spot. She takes the shot, but no good. And now Hokianga in the open court. Hokianga finds Robati cutting, and Robati off the glass for 2.
That's a tough shot right there with the big, with FAM contesting the shot. That was a tough shot.
Puerto again, off the screen. Ortiz back up. Ortiz off another screen. Looks inside for FAM. FAM tries to go one-on-one, and Pizzi is called for the reach. They're going to call it on the catch for the pass, though, and so there's not going to be foul. Oh, there is going to be foul shots, excuse me. So Awa FAM is going to go to the line, and we've talked a lot about her and her potential. Now, she was part of the squad at the last year's Eurobasket, which qualified Team Spain to come to this tournament. She's projected to be top 2 in this upcoming WNBA draft. She currently plays for Valencia, and she debuted at 15 years old for that squad, the youngest player ever to play.
To get back into the rhythm of a game, that's what I used to do. If I didn't start well, I was trying to get to the free throw line, see the ball going in a couple of times, and after that, it's easier.
It just breaks wide open. 45-20, Spain leads the way. If you're just tuning in, Spain in the white jerseys, New Zealand in the black jerseys, going right to left. Here's Pizzi up top to Dalton, or to Tegan Graham, excuse me. Tegan Graham has been great for this New Zealand team. Now, she's got 9 points already in this one, 9 of the team's 22.
That was a very well played pick and roll with the reject option. Instead of using the pick and roll, reject the pick and roll going on to the other side. Faking the defender, great mid-range shot.
Now that's 2 back-to-back fouls Pizzi has had guarding Awa FAM. How hard is it to guard a player like FAM, whose footwork, whose positioning, whose body is just bigger, stronger?
She's so quick with her feet, and she can go from one spot to the other so quick that going from one side of the basket to the other is tough to play defense on a player like that.
Want to hear a fun fact about FAM?
Yes, of course.
In the youth program, she played 26 or U16, U17, U19. She's averaging a double-double in every FIBA tournament that she's entered.
Wow. Is a double-double happening in this tournament too?
I mean,
we'll see.
What does she have right now? She's got 2 points, 3 points, 3 rebounds now. So she's got a ways to go.
Got ways to go, but
there's still a lot of time.
A lot of time. She can do it.
7 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks out to Graham. Graham dribble, pull up, no good. And now it's Spain again on the move. Carrera. Over to Ayuso, gets it back in. The reverse, no good for Spain. And another offensive opportunity for New Zealand. Shearer picks up her dribble. Looking to get the ball back. Whitaker Whitaker is going to get, Whitaker is going to get called for the foul there, kind of using her bottom to hit the players going by, and that's an offensive foul.
Yeah, it's very, especially when you move the ball so fast and you're trying to play a split screen, you got to be in the right position and set yourself up for a great screen.
There's a timeout called by Spain. We have the opportunity now for the first time in today's game to hear what Coach Miguel Mendez has to say to his squad. So after a quick replay, we'll take a listen to Coach Mendez.
Acordaos, en vueltas, que en el directo, cuando jugamos el directo, ¿vale? Da igual atacar por aquí, que si nos hacen ice, atacamos por aquí, da lo mismo. El flare lo jugamos igual, y después del flare dentro, para tener aquí 2 por 1, ¿vale? Después del flare dentro. Eso si la juegan en zona. Si la juegan individual vamos a ir a cuernos otra vez para acabar. O bien valorar el primer bloqueo, ¿vale? Y la que bloquea va dentro, ¿eh? Sí, la que bloquea va dentro. O acabamos jugando en pick and roll lateral, ¿sí? Tenemos faltas para dar. No hay canasta fácil, invirtiéndola, sí. No hay canasta fácil. Tenemos faltas para dar, al menos. No al principio, no lejos de nuestro aro, pero últimos segundos, cambios y faltas, ¿vale?
Chicas, va.
1, 2, 3,
Let's see if my Spanish is still on point after my last experience in Puerto Rico. I think I understood most of it, but it was definitely saying that if they're gonna play zone, we play this play. If they play man, we play this other play. If they play zone, they wanna attack the zone, starting with the pick and roll on the side. And the third main thing that was discussed in the timeout, it was spend their fouls, because they have some fouls to spend before getting into the bonus.
And your Spanish sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
And we took a look at Raquel Carrera before heading into this one, and she's leading the way right now for Team Spain with 8 points and 4 rebounds, as well as 2 assists. And like I mentioned, she was drafted to the WNBA as the highest Spanish player ever drafted into the WNBA in the 2021 draft at 15th. And she made her international debut at 14 years old. So a very experienced player here for Spain, as they can't get it to fall to end the quarter, and that's the first half of the first game of Group A action here in San Juan, Puerto Rico at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament. Spain leads the way 47-22 over New Zealand, but Danilo, you have said it time and time again, there is a lot of basketball still yet to be played.
Yes, indeed. We're gonna see what happened in the second half.
20 more minutes left to go in this one. You take a quick look, and those percentages look pretty even from the 3, but when you look at the 2 points, 56% to 33%. New Zealand got to figure something out in their transition defense, because Spain is looking to run it, and they're getting some open looks, some open cutters down the key. And a lot of that has come from these 3 players right here on Spain. Conda, Carrera, Martin, all about the same scoring-wise, really sharing the bucket heading into the half.
And like you said, turnovers, 14 for New Zealand, only 2 for Spain. That's the main difference. That's the game right there.
Take a look at some of the best plays from the second quarter. I think a lot of those are going to be Spain, because they turned on the Jets in the second quarter. A couple threes here for New Zealand. That one, a big one from Tofiano at the buzzer, and that beautiful reverse layup from Spain. They kind of get it done everywhere, don't they?
From the outside, the inside, the big getting the ball in the post, making good moves, good reads, finding the open man. It's been a practically perfect game other than the first 2 minutes for Spain.
Yeah, when you take a look at some of those outside shots there, as New Zealand, hey, they've got no quit in them as they keep going. You can see Tegan Graham pushes it ahead, and she's going to be one of the players that needs to step up in the second half. We'll see what happens, what comes out of the break as we take a quick break. It's 47-22, Spain over New Zealand. We'll be back after a quick halftime break.
This isn't a moment. It's a time unlike any before.
It's not a request, not a maybe, not a someday.
This is now. Feel our presence, built on strength
and drive. Not rising, we are arriving. Not hoping, but owning.
This isn't a moment, it's movement. Constant, relentless.
Every cut, every pass, every shot.
Earned. Taken. Undeniable. The future, it's already here.
Forged in sweat,
Ruled by queens.
When we move, the whole game shifts.
And we're unstoppable in all directions. We own the game.
Anderson just flying down the court. Reverse, reverse. She gets it.
Bagbagor. How about that? Nice little play there by the Opals.
Off the elbow, this time falling down, has a chance for a three-point play. Did you see that shimmy? A little shimmy on the way down.
Shaking out with a little crossover and nice smooth action on the jump shot.
Nice little turnover here. Defense feeding offense for the Opals. No look pass, Georgia on the block, waiting for it, and it counts. Australia feeling themselves.
Now they're running. And what a fake pass. And then the pass to Lee Yuiru. Still lots of time, though, for the USA to score as Unescu with a deep three-point shot at the buzzer is good. And that's what happens when you shoot a little bit too early at the end of the quarter, folks. They go inside to Garvin. Nice tip pass to Steph Talbot in the corner, and it's good at the buzzer. Steph Talbot, and what a half she has had as she now puts Australia up 51 to 43.
So Vucevic, little pump fake, she drives down, and Thomas rips it from her belly. The kick to Jones. Finish complete.
Well, again, you've got the bigs running the floor like that. Nice leak out by Jones.
Oh, goodness me. Amy here says, get that out of here.
Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
I'll go tax the closeout, beat Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
Para los que nos están acompañando en estos momentos, gracias por acompañarnos en este primer partido de la tarde de hoy del Women's Basketball World Cup 2026 Qualifying Tournament. El partido continuo 47 por 22 sobre el España, con la delantera de New Zealand. Keeps Spain leading 47-22 over New Zealand. Second half coming up next. We're just about set to get ready for the second half of this first game of the Women's Basketball World Cup 2026 qualifying tournament between Spain and New Zealand. Spain leading 47 over 22. El primer partido de la tarde de hoy ya está por comenzar la segunda mitad, donde el equipo de España continúa.
Welcome back to the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. You're watching Day one, game one of Group A action between New Zealand, you see here on your screen, and Spain in the white jersey. Spain is leading the way 47-22. I'm Kelsey Wright Johnson, joined by Danilo Gallinari. And It hasn't been a close game. It hasn't been the best game if you're a New Zealand fan.
Yeah.
But for Spain, they are showing some big promise as they look to stamp their ticket to the World Cup.
That we are seeing what Spanish was supposed to do, what they're expecting to do, impose their game from the beginning. And they did just that. We'll see if a miracle happens for New Zealand to get them back into this game. It would be tough, but like we said before, anything is possible in basketball.
20 minutes of action left to go in game one, and we were looking at some of the stats at halftime, and Spain leads the way in points in the paint, 28-6. I think a big one, because we talked about turnovers. You mentioned it before we went on to break, but points off turnovers. Spain has scored 16 points off turnovers, and New Zealand has yet to score off of a Spanish turnover. I think that says a lot about Spain's ball control on the offensive end and about their defensive end and how much pressure they've been putting on New Zealand.
When you are controlling and dominating just those two stats, I think that there is a pretty guaranteed chance to win the game.
And so far, they are. 47-22. Spain looking to add to that one. Gustafsson goes up off the glass, and she's going to start the second half with an and one.
That was a tough and one bank shot with the left. She's lefty, but still a tough lefty shot. We'll see if she's going to capitalize from the free throw line.
She's got 7 points, 2 rebounds right now. We talked a little bit about her WNBA experience, currently playing for the Las Vegas Aces. But, I mean, she's won at every level. She's won at college. She's won a WNBA championship. She's done a lot of winning with Team Spain, and so that's the kind of player you want on your team, just someone who knows how to win.
What else is left to win?
An Olympic, a World Cup.
Couple of things, couple of interesting things with the Olympics and the World Cup. Is it gonna happen? We'll see, but that will make it a perfect resume.
Here's New Zealand. Yeah, there's a reaching foul called there, an easy call for the referee as Conda just a step behind on the defensive end. And it'll be New Zealand ball on the sideline. 14 seconds on the shot clock. And now they ran the play earlier that got a wide open look, and Spain's not falling for that one again as they kind of lay off and camp out in the key.
They always say you have to be aggressive defensively from the beginning, because the calls that the referees might make in the first quarter, they're not going to make it in the fourth quarter if you play and apply the same intensity. If you have a different intensity from the beginning, that's going to make it easier on the ref to make the same calls.
New Zealand at it again. Robati going up against Gustafsson, and she's going to be called for the foul in that one. She wanted to freak out there for a second, but calmed herself down. That is just her first personal foul of the game. It is going to send New Zealand to the line for 2 shots.
I don't know if we had a tight game. That could have been a different technical situation with the referees, but I guess when you look at the scoreboard and you are up by so many points, maybe you can laugh about it.
Sharon Robati at the line right now. She's only played 2 games with the senior program before heading into this international tournament here. So far, showing out. She got 9 points already for New Zealand, who have had some trouble putting the ball in the hoop so far in this one, up against a really, really solid defense of the Spanish squad.
And it sounds like an Italian last name. We say Robati, and so...
Should I say it like that better?
Let's try it out, Kelsey.
Let me see your... Robati.
There we go. We got it. You got it. I know you have some Italian heritage in you.
A tough take by New Zealand there, but tougher defense by Spain. As they're on the move, they've got numbers. That one, no good. Gustafsson with the rebound, and she isn't able to connect. Finally, New Zealand comes down with the board, pushes it ahead. Is it too far? A little bit, and there's going to be a steal there from Spain. Slowing things down now a little bit for this Spanish squad so it doesn't get out of control.
If you are Spain right now, you have to control the rhythm of the game, and it's also good to improve. In the meantime, we have a dominant performance with a lot of N1s. Another tough one, but the ball seems to go in every time she puts the ball up in the air.
Megan Gustafson, another N1, 2 N1s to start the second half. She's gonna have the option to make it a full N1 here at the line. 11 points, 3 rebounds in under 10 minutes, make that 12 points for her in just under 9.5 minutes so far for her. A really good showing to debut in this tournament.
Very effective game, and another steal, turnover, and Spain is gonna score.
Elena Buenavida, that's her first bucket of the game. Give her 2 on the box score. And now it is a timeout called by New Zealand. And just like that, this is the play that's gonna force the timeout from New Zealand. Get together, get on the same page, and we'll head into the timeout from New Zealand, see what Coach Nat Hurst says to her squad.
Waivers or whatever that is too high, like dribble at it, but come up here.
These are our spots.
Yeah, spots.
These aren't our spots.
Up next, we have
That,
versus Senegal.
pick. Here to here. But if you do not get to your floor spot first and then you're expected to get to catch the basketball, we've learned 10 turnover lessons from that, no? Have we not? So what did you call them? Hip. All right, so you've got to come off and you've got to try and get in here first. All right? We've got to exchange, you've got to be higher.
When I come up, if she's flying,
You've got to go, bring the floor up. We can just flip that. All right, here we go.
Come on, ladies! Tall first! Go!
A lot of execution advices and directions from New Zealand coach, what to do and the angles to take on a set play, half-court set play, to make the execution better.
Let's see how they respond out of the timeout. Hokianga passes it off to Shearer. Shearer uses the screen, looks to turn the corner, gets jammed up, hands it off. The kick out, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Tofiano looking to battle down low. Robati puts it in. A great offensive possession there for New Zealand as they share the ball and look for an open shot.
When you are a coach and you talk about a set play to run right after the timeout, you always want to score because you're always thinking that, okay, my guys score, but I'm the one that called the play.
Just under 6.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. New Zealand looking to make a little bit of a run. The biggest run they've had so far has been 4. Right now they've matched it with 4 with a shot to go on a 5-0 run as they'll head to the foul line for one more shot. And maybe that's all they needed, to be told to run their plays in the timeout, because they've had a few great possessions, one after another, as they send Amelia Shearer to the line for one shot.
Is it going to go in? Is it going to be an end one, Kelsey?
Yes. They're called free throws.
Because they are free, I wish I could predict the future as well as you.
Spain dribbling around the horn. Open shot from the 3. Count that one for Aina Ayuso.
Defensively, you have to put your hand up every time there is a shooter shooting. But in that case, especially from the corner, which is the second best shot in the game, I didn't see any hands up. It was an easy 3-point shot.
Buenavida finds Conda in the corner. That one way short off the mark, but Going to be bailed out there with a foul call underneath the basket. That one goes against number 26, I believe, Taylor Dalton. Few substitutions into the game. Gustafsson will take a quick seat after a dominating start to the second quarter, or the second half, excuse me. And we're going to see Paula Hinso in for the first time in this game. Puerto up top for Spain. Over to Buenavida. Buenavida kicks it out. Nothing but net. And that's what you want from ball movement. What a shot.
Very well execution on the pick and roll. The defense sends you baseline, and so as a guard to set up your popping big, you go to the baseline, drag two players on you, and your big is wide open from the three-point line.
And Spain just collected their 14th steal of the game and tried to get back-to-back threes right there, but New Zealand comes up with the rebound. Now Robati doesn't have numbers, so she's going to pull it out, slow it down a little bit. Looking to go inside to Tofano. Tofano out. Graham looking inside, but Buenavida read that one perfectly, got in the passing lane, and that's their 15th steal of the game now. Hinso over to the corner. They've gotten a lot of open threes from the corner and add that one in. Maria Araujo, another three-pointer. Back-to-back threes for her.
Please bring some water, because the net is still on fire.
Okianga on the other end. Dribbling around the horn, Robati up top. Back to Hokianga. Hokianga back to Robati. Robati spotted up, drives, a strong take, and Tofiano gets the board, tries to go back up, can't connect, but will be rewarded with a trip to the foul line. I believe her first time to the free throw line this game.
Since you can predict the future, Kelsey, what are we going to have at this free throw line?
I think because it's her birthday today, she's going to go 2 for 2. So happy birthday to Ella Tofiano.
Buon compleanno.
Yes, it's her 27th birthday today. And she's one of those players I mentioned earlier who plays in the WNBL over in Australia and averaged nearly a double-double just last season. She's got 11 games with the senior national team here with New Zealand. And a really strong take from her there. I was looking down. Did she make the shot?
Both.
Nice.
I mean, I had no doubt. You said both. Both are going in.
Hinso down low. Great footwork in the key for the Spanish player.
I gotta say, every big that plays for this Spanish national team, they have amazing footwork, and they've been showing great moves from the post, all of them, going left and right.
I guess that says a lot about how the program develops their players from such a young age. A lot of these women have been playing together for quite a while on the youth national program with U16, U17, and the way that they've come together so far in this tournament, obviously just about 3 quarters, it shows how well the development is in Spain. The defense just will not let New Zealand put up a basket. That's 2 out-of-bounds deflections that the Spanish defenders have created. Just 4 seconds on the shot clock. New Zealand takes it out on the baseline. Got to put something up quick. Here's Graham on the baseline. 1 second left, and it's actually stolen instead of shot. So give that 16 steals for Spain so far in this game. A still whole quarter to go. Raquel Carrera up top. Swings it to Martin. Martin, she wants to be part of the team too, and another three-pointer. There's a lot of threes raining down for this Spanish team right now. Make that 8 so far in the game.
In Italy, we say the basket is looking like a big swimming pool right now.
Because anything they throw up is going down. Hokianga, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Whitaker takes the shot and nails it. That's going to be a long 2 for New Zealand.
I guess they're both switching from one swimming pool in New Zealand and one in Spain.
I mean, a pool would be nice right now here in Puerto Rico. It's beautiful outside.
The weather is nice.
Hinso, we hadn't seen her all game. She checks in to give some of the starting bigs a rest and comes in and hits back-to-back-to-back threes. Incredible start.
I think we got to switch it from a swimming pool to the ocean.
6 seconds on the shot clock. New Zealand struggling to get open, but there's Whitaker off the glass, no good. Spain on the move. They've got numbers as Raquel Carrera makes her way down the court, but there's going to be a foul called on the dribble. Spanish ball on the baseline. 19 seconds on the shot clock. As we take a look at Hinso, incredible start for her, taking advantage of the minutes she's getting in this game. And although she came in really late, Danilo, I think she's earning her minutes in upcoming games.
For sure, we're going to see a lot more in the next few games.
Cazorla brings it out, kicks it to Martin. Carrera back out. That one just off the mark, knocked out of bounds by Carrera.
So for New Zealand, coming in number 5, Emma Rogers.
One substitution in for New Zealand. Hokianga will take a seat, and it's Emma Rogers entering the game for New Zealand. There's actually sisters on the team. Emma Rogers, number 5, you see have the ball right here, as a sister. Bryerly Rogers, number 33, we haven't seen her yet in this game, but the only pair of siblings we've got in the game, and their parents must be so proud watching.
Yes, for sure.
I wonder if that's them behind us.
Maybe,
we don't know.
Maybe, who knows? It would be nice to guess who we got in the stands behind us, in front of us, on our right or our left, but there's a lot of sibling situations right now in the NBA, I think. What's going on with the WNBA? Do you have any sibling situations?
The Sabali sisters from Germany. I can't think off the top of my head. Asia Wilson needs a sister. I'd watch that team. Emma Rogers, who just was at the free throw line there, making her debut on the senior team.
Talking about Asia Wilson, I think that the other half of the couple has something very nice the other night, putting up 83
historic
points,
83 points.
If I'm not mistaken.
You know why I kind of like that a little more? Just as someone who's from Toronto, Canada, when Kobe scored the 81, it was against Toronto. I remember staying up late watching that one, and although I'm a Kobe fan, I didn't like that it was against my team. So at least that's moved down to 3 now. Bam, there's the second all-time.
I got Kobe scored 61 on me at the Madison Square Garden. It was not a great feeling, and so I imagine 83, it's even worse.
Oh, wow. Called for the travel. I liked the move, but feet a little too happy there for Pizzi as she smiles on the way back. She thought she got away with one. Just over a minute left to go in the third quarter. Here's Puerto for Spain. Up top to Hinso. Swing, swing. They get it down low to Raquel Carrera. Carrera kicks it back out. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Back to Carrera, finds a wide open Hinso down low. And I think we might have found who has fans behind us. We have some Hinso fans, some Pala Hinso fans behind us.
They move so well without the ball, and as a player, if you can move very well without the ball, it makes it even tougher for your defender and the defense to play against you.
That's something they say about Steph Curry, right? Is that he just never stops moving. That's why it's one of the reasons why it's so difficult to guard him. And I think Spain, and not that I'm calling everyone on Spain Steph Curry, but like you said, they don't stop moving when you watch this team.
And what's amazing about Steph, that he doesn't stop moving, so he gets tired before the shot, but when he shoots the ball is going in anyway, anytime, every quarter, every game for the past 20 years.
Yeah, talk about having an ocean to shoot into.
That's the ocean is always next to Steph's house.
After 3 quarters of play, it's Spain leading the way 77-36 over New Zealand. The dominance has not stopped, shooting 61% from two-point land, 55% from the field altogether, and they've recorded 16 steals. An incredible feat so far for the Spanish team. And they have just shown dominance on both ends, Danilo.
Yes, especially on the defensive end. I think that they were able to play such a perfect defense that made their offense then so easy. Once you get steals and you can play fast and score layups, then it makes the game a little easier for you.
Yeah, we saw 2 nearly back-to-back and ones from Megan Gustafsson that you saw right there. She's got 12 points already, leading Team Spain, and Spain has been on the fast break all quarter. 6 fast break points. New Zealand, a couple highlights for them too. They're sticking around. They've still got some fight in them, but Spain has been dominating. They've hit 9 threes. And a whole lot of those have come in that third quarter. They love those corner threes.
They say statistics-wise is the second best shot in the game. What is the first best shot in the game? I think is either a layup or a dunk. So a corner three-point shot, it's what you want to hit, try and make.
Now, of course, we're playing FIBA here, not NBA. So the three-point line is a little bit closer, except those corners. It's always the same over there.
Always the same, but that's a good house where to build your offense and finish your offense.
Go ahead and download the 1891 Courtside app to stay up to date with all international basketball, including this FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament. And there's a bunch of those happening all over the world, in Turkey and China, and right here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's a free app. Sign up today. You can watch everything, keep up to date with us, listen to us, hang out with us all day, every day for the next 2 weeks as we enter the last 10 minutes of the game. Fourth quarter action here at Game 1, Day 1 of Group A action here in Puerto Rico. I'm Kelsey Wright-Johnson, joined by Danilo Gallinari. Spain leads the way after a dominating 3 quarters, 77-36 over New Zealand. Six teams are competing for a ticket to the World Cup in Berlin, Germany later this year in September. There's 4 tickets to be given away in this tournament, so the top 4 teams will head to Germany, Berlin. 1 ticket is already spoken for. USA has qualified already, so there's 3 open spots, and Spain is looking for their ticket to compete in the World Cup.
I have been in Berlin a couple of times. One time to play a European Championship first round, and the second time for vacation, 5 days biking around the city, which is an amazing city to bike around, and it was a lot of fun.
What was better, the vacation or the tournament?
That was for the vacation. For the tournament, I had to save my energy to play on the basketball court, so I wasn't biking that much.
Did you win? How'd the tournament go?
The tournament went very well. We were such in a tough group. We were able to win. We were against Germany, who were hosting the tournament with Dirk and all the other amazing Germany players. Spain was in the tournament. We won against Spain, Iceland, and Turkey. And we were able to win in the group and go to Lille for the second phase. And we were lost in the quarterfinals in overtime against Lithuania.
Oh, wow. Lithuania always has a solid squad.
Always solid
Yes.
squad, and in my 20 years career with the national team, we always lost against Lithuania.
Oh, they're tough, aren't they? I know I've watched them at the Olympics.
Yeah.
Just under 9 minutes left to go in this one. It's Spain taking on New Zealand. Spain, the storyline for them is their suffocating defense, not letting any easy shots go. And here they are, Martin up top, the three, no good, and New Zealand comes down to the board. Whitaker, the big body down low. It'll be a fun matchup to watch her versus Pham in these final minutes.
For sure.
Pizzi hands it off, but it's knocked out of bounds. Or it's not knocked out of bounds, excuse me. A little miscommunication by New Zealand, and it's going to be Spanish ball coming back the other way with a fresh 24.
So we are talking about you being so perfect in your predictions, so I want you to predict what's going to be the score for Spain tonight. We are at 79 right now, 8 minutes to go. Are they going to get to 100?
Ooh. 8 minutes left to go. 21 points. I say not quite.
But I want you to give me a
Oh, a
precise
number? Oh, I'm so sorry.
number.
I'm going to go with 91.
We'll see.
That seems low with 8 minutes. I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Here's Awa Pham right down the middle, and this is something Spain has shown that they can do so well, is find the cutters down the middle of the key, and Pham is one of the perfect players that you want to find. Such potential, one of the rising stars for this Spanish program.
She's so quick using the pick and roll after she sets the screen and rolling. She's quicker than anybody else on the court.
Amelia Scherer, she had to put that one up at the end of the shot clock, and Pham with a big rebound, and Spain heads the other way. Here's Pham up top, hands it off. Cazorla, she made that one look easy, found the lane, drives, and floats it up for 2 more points. She's got 7 points now in the game.
Finishing with the, we've seen her finishing with the left, with the right, bank shot, regular shot, the whole package finishing around the rim.
New Zealand needs some help inbounding. And here's Emma Rogers. Her debut with the senior team, and she's here along with some of her family members on the squad too. Turnover, Martin kicks it out to Buenavida, and that's going to be a foul on Emma Rogers. It'll send Buenavida to the line. Just Rogers' second foul of the game, and Elena Buenavida will head to the line for 2 shots. Something to be said about not allowing an and one, and Emma Rogers did absolutely that. She said, look, if I'm going to get a foul, you're not going to score on me too. You'll have 2 shots at the line instead of a chance for 3.
Definitely a good foul. You don't want to foul somebody and give them an and one. You want to see them getting 2 shots from the free throw line and see if they can make both.
You're looking at Elena Buenavida right here. In the 2024 U20 Women's Eurobasket, she was part of the All-Star 5. So she's had a lot of success in the youth program now, just 7 games with the senior program. This will be her 8th. And a pretty good start for her. 4 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. So definitely a playmaker on this team with the limited minutes that she's played so far, just under 17. Awa Pham pulls down the rebound. That's her 5th rebound of the game to go along with 7 points. And Spain just looking to pile on, trying to get to 91 for me. Gorzola is going to be fouled there, trying to get to the bucket. That one is going to go to Charlotte Whitaker. Whitaker, that's just her 2nd foul of the game. Spain's going to keep possession. We'll have a couple substitutions in for both teams. Megan Gustafson, one of my favorite players to watch so far in this one, she checks back in for Team Spain. And Ashley Bridge, checks in for New Zealand.
Now we have Spain with their two bigs on the court, and see how they can play together.
It's going to be interesting to see how they play together because it'll be needed for some of the other teams. Senegal is a really tall team. USA has a lot of big bodies, and so being able to play with Gustafsson, with Pham, will, I think, be important moving on in the tournament.
For sure. That's something that I'm sure they have tried in practice, but to try it in a game like this is, the coaching staff is very important.
New Zealand. At this point, Danilo, it's a little out of reach. 6 minutes left to go, but for New Zealand, do you use this as practice to build some more chemistry, to know your plays, to get set and kind of get on the same page for your upcoming games?
For sure. And also, as like we said, as coaches, you want to try different lineups and try different things to see how they work. Definitely use it as a practice, as Spain is doing it as a practice too, to try different lineups and work on the stuff that is going to matter and be very important in the next few games.
Tofiano played 23 seconds of great defense there from New Zealand, but on that last second, just a little too much body contact against Ayana Martin, who will head to the line for 2 shots. You got to look at the body contact on that one. And Martin, the 5'9" point guard, she was the MVP of the 2023 FIBA U19 World Cup. So even the players that don't necessarily have a ton of senior experience come with a really great resume from the youth programs in Spain.
Yes, I think, you know, even the young players that we have in this team, in the Spanish team, they have a pretty good resume, and so with the experience, either youth or in these FIBA tournaments with the seniors, they can bring a lot of stuff to the table.
Yeah, talking about those young players, we were talking about Martine there. Her rookie season in the EuroLeague was the 2024-2025 season, and she averaged 10.5 points per game. She was actually the EuroLeague Young Player of the Year. I didn't even know that was an award.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I gotta say that's something that I know very well. I was, before coming to the States in 2008 in the NBA, I was the rising star of the EuroLeague, so that's something that applied to my career and something that applies to the EuroLeague for the male championship too.
Well, I've done all this research on the players and no research on you. I gotta go figure out your resume too.
Nah, don't do that.
Strawbridge pulling it back out for New Zealand. Gets it into Tofano. Tofano drives, puts it up. And she went up against the and-one queen of Gustafsson, but she's got an and-one of herself, and she'll go to the line for 1 shot.
And this free throw is going to go in or out?
What do you think?
No. You are the prediction specialist.
No, I think she makes this one. I have faith in her. Like I said, she's the birthday girl, so she's feeling it right now. Her 28th birthday, her 12th game with the senior program, and right now she's got 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Here's Gustafsson being guarded very closely by the birthday girl herself. Can't find any space, so kicks it out to Ayuso, who drives. And that foul is going to go on number 22.
First personal foul on number 33.
Oh, 33, excuse me, Brierly Rogers. And I mentioned Brierly Rogers a little bit earlier, a sister on the team of Emma Rogers. And so we've finally seen both sisters play in the game, and again, both making their debut in this one. So how exciting.
I'm sure they played a lot of one-on-one growing up, and they're still maybe playing one-on-one in those off days or off summers.
Hey, and it's served them well, both representing their country. Under 5 minutes left to go. Halfway through the fourth quarter, Spain still a demanding lead, or commanding lead, excuse me, 87-39 over New Zealand. Day one, game one of Group A action here in San Juan, part of the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament. If you're just tuning in, 6 teams compete here. 4 spots to head to the World Cup in Berlin. One of those spots taken, so 3 tickets left to go. Strawbridge finds herself wide open just off the back rim, but an offensive rebound for New Zealand. Tofano goes up, no good. Blocked by the backboard, and that one is out of bounds. Spanish ball on the baseline. We talked a little bit about New Zealand just looking to run their plays and get some more action, but just as important as a team that, you know, is winning by this much too, to start to practice what they've got to do against some of the tougher competition later in the tournament. Here's Gustafsson being guarded closely, throws that one up, no good, gets her own rebound, goes up, and she'll be fouled. She'll go to the line once again. Right now sitting at 12 points, 4 rebounds.
Personal foul number 12.
That foul goes to number 12, Rebecca Pizzi. 5 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and that's going to be her 5th personal foul, so she's going to take a seat on the bench for the remaining 4 minutes.
It's a lot of fouling going on for New Zealand, applying very good pressure, but like I said at the beginning of the game, if you do that from the first quarter, there is less chance, and in the fourth quarter, the refs are going to call the same fouls that they called in the same action as in the first quarter. So that's what is happening right now. They are bringing intensity up a little bit in the fourth quarter, but it's a little too late.
89-39. And just as I say it, 89-41, Spain leads the way over New Zealand. Here's Spain in the white jerseys. Hokianga pokes it out. And there's an off-ball foul here. A lot of frustration that we've seen between these two, Tofano and Gustafsson. I think there's just a lot of contact as Gustafsson tries to get to her spot. Tofano is saying no. Great sportsmanship there, a little high five, but there has been a lot of contact, a lot of frustration when we watch that matchup.
Would you be willing to do that when you used to play basketball, to give that high five saying, I'm sorry about the foul?
I don't want to make myself sound bad, but if someone even tried to give me a high five, I'd push it away. But I like seeing it. That's the right thing to do. Don't be like me, kids. Hokianga, youngest player on the court right now, headed to Portland University next year. She's got the ball up top, hands it off to Bryerly Rogers. Rogers spins off 1 foot, just off the mark, and give Gustafsson her 5th rebound of the game. Spain still on the attack. Gustafsson showing her range, just off the mark. Tofano with the board. New Zealand's Hokianga pulls it back out, uses the Whitaker screen, drives, swings. Rogers off the Tofano screen, down the left-hand side, out to Whitaker. Whitaker for 3, just long, but great rebound by Tofano as she puts it back in, plus the foul. She'll go to the line for 1.
Tofano doing a great job rebounding defensively, but especially offensively, going to the offensive board and be able to capitalize with another and one possible.
Yeah, great positioning there as you see the replay as she's able to go up, and a lot of body contact down low, and looking to take advantage of it now from the line, and that one is good. Give her 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist so far in this game. flirting with a double-double, the first double-double so far in this entire tournament, it would be. There's a foul called on the play. That one is going against Bryerly Rogers. There's going to be 2 shots for Spain and a substitution as we get Maite Cazorla back into the game for Martin, who will take a seat most likely for the next 2.5 minutes.
If I was on the bench right now, I'll be icing already, just so I don't have to ice in the locker room and I can get a quick shower and go back to the hotel. So icing will start right now.
Or get to the beach.
Or get to the beach.
Right there, we saw Aina Ayuso, the 5'9" point guard, played at the University of Oregon and was drafted in the 3rd round of the 2021 WNBA draft. She now plays pro in Spain. And yeah, that's when she joined the national team. So one of the newest members of this Spanish national team, but she was a part of that silver medal team in the 2025 Eurobasket tournament that led to the qualification to this World Cup qualifying tournament here. She averaged 8 points per game and a really good addition to this senior program.
I hate to point this out for you, my friend Kelsey, but the score is 92 right now, and so your 91 prediction is a little off.
And still 2.5 minutes left to go. They might reach 100.
That's what I said.
That'd be fun for the first game of the tournament.
That would be great.
Gustafsson, she's got a new matchup now, but it's just as physical, taking on Charlotte Whitaker, and there's going to be a foul there, and the team is in bonus. So Gustafsson going to head to the line. Right now, she leads the way for her team with 16 points. She's also got 5 rebounds. Now she's got a chance for 2 more at the line here, and she has been such a physical presence for this team so far in this one. And like I mentioned, she was part of that Olympic squad that got 5th place in 2024 in Paris. She's played in the WNBA for a lot of years on a lot of teams, currently plays for the Aces. And when we talk about even her college career, if we go back, she won, I mean, almost every award you can get. 2019 Top Female Player Award. She was a Big Ten Conference Player of the Year 2-time in 2018 and 2019. And Iowa, her university, has retired her number 10.
Wow. That's a very nice accomplishment when you see that jersey going up. It's pretty cool.
On the other end, New Zealand not giving up, showing their fight. Tofano at the foul line as we got a look at Coach Nat Hurst right there. And I mean, even the coach of New Zealand has a ton of experience. She's won 7 times in that women's league, the NBL in Australia. She was part of the national team for both 2009 and 2012. She was a really good point guard in Europe. She won a gold medal at the World University Games in 2017, and right now she is the head coach of the Adelaide Lightning. We mentioned 4 players of the Adelaide Lightning play on this New Zealand team right now. So we talk about chemistry between the teammates. We also have some chemistry between the team or the players and the coach.
There's a lot of free throws going on right now, Kelsey. A lot of fouling on both sides of the court. So I think for the next 2 minutes, hopefully no more fouling and let the game flow.
Here's New Zealand. Bryerly Rogers drives, throws it up just off the back rim, gets her own rebound, goes up, but it's blocked by the backboard, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Spain ball coming back the other way with just over 1.5 minutes left to go in this one. Both teams are in bonus, so any foul will be shooting from here on out. Ayuso up top. She gets it right back, finds herself open on the 3, skips it to Maria Conda. Conda loses the dribble, kicks it out, and Araujo has been hot from 3, can't connect on that one, but the offensive rebound for Megan Gustafsson. Give her 20 points on the night, 20 points, 5 rebounds.
I think we have an MVP candidate for this game.
Oh, I got ahead of myself. 18.6 rebounds, excuse me, for Megan Gustafson. She has been really great in this game. I'm excited to see how she does in the tournament as a whole. I was excited to see Awa Pham, but didn't get a ton of minutes in this one, maybe a little bit of rest, 16 minutes, and Gustafson with 17 has done amazing so far in this game. Arujo swings it. Maria Conda. There's going to be a blocking call there on Bryerly Rogers. And like I mentioned, both teams in the bonus, so it's going to be Conda who goes to the line for Spain. She is the captain of this team. 11 points so far in this one to go along with 3 rebounds in just under 16 minutes. And she is a captain for a reason, one of the most experienced players on this team for Team Spain. And I mean, she's been drafted in kind of like a draft and stash for the NBA. Right now, her rights are owned, or the Valkyries own her rights, excuse me, for the WNBA. She's played pro in Spain, Poland, Czech Republic, a little bit of everywhere around Europe, and a really solid player.
Valkyries, if I'm not mistaken, one of the newest addition in the WNBA, coached by Natalie Nakaze, which was my assistant coach back in my times with the LA Clippers. Very happy that she's able to get the head job. She's doing an amazing job, first with the Aces and then with the Valkyries. Great start for Natalie, very happy for her.
Yeah, and I'm sure I saw her earlier in the crowd. I'm sure she's scouting to make sure that the player that she has rights to is still doing well. And so it's good to see her in the crowd watching for this one. At the end of the game, it's Spain who takes their first win of the tournament, 99-50 over New Zealand, and it was a dominant win from start to finish. 53% from the field, 39% from 3. They forced 25 turnovers, had 18 steals, scored 35 points off of turnovers. An incredible debut for this Spanish team here in San Juan as part of the FIBA Women's World Cup qualifying tournament. We look at the top scorers, and you said it was Megan Gustafson had 20 points to go along with 6 rebounds, and a really incredible performance from her to start off the season, or the tournament, excuse me.
That's how you want to start. You get your rest and you get ready for another battle tomorrow.
Now, of course, there's 2 more games happening here in San Juan. Every team will play a round robin. And coming up next, it's Senegal taking on the defending champs, Team USA. And later today, it'll be Italy in the host country of Puerto Rico. And right now, as it is, because there's only been 1 game, Spain takes that #1 spot.
When we played the pre-Olympic tournament in Puerto Rico with the Italian national team 2 years ago, it was against Puerto Rico. It was a full house with 17,000 people at the Coliseo. And so I'm expecting another full crowd for tonight's game against Italy.
We are thrilled to announce the TCL player of the game.
And of course, after every single game, there will be a TCL player of the game.
Fans in the arena. Ladies and gentlemen, the TCL player of the game is number 17, Megan Gustafson.
I think you named it. The TSL player of the game is going to go to Spain's Megan Gustafson. A really great game from her, 20 points, 6 rebounds in just 18 minutes. Spain, a dominating win, 99-50. I'm Kelsey Wright Johnson, joined by Danilo Gallinari, and we are all done for this one. We'll be back for Game 2 and Game 3, and all week long, so make sure you're tuned in. Download the Courtside 1891 app. Check us out on TNT if you are in the USA. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back in just under an hour for tip-off of Game 2.